This is a podcast.
And another episode of this podcast we are doing.
Is that right?
Yes, it is right.
Okay.
I think we're on episode 16, which is actually really...
That's a lot.
That's a lot compared to what we did before. But it's always fun to do this.
We're uncomfortable.
You know, it's only uncomfortable if we let it be, Dave.
Okay.
And it seems like when it's just the two of us, it's
yes.
pretty uncomfortable.
Yes.
So if you can't tell, there's only two of us today. Noah is somewhere out there. I don't know where he is, but we wish him safe travels for wherever he's going or what he's doing. But we did trade one hairy beast for another. We have our lovely kitty with us behind me.
For the moment, anyway.
For the moment, yeah. She'll get fed up and leave like everybody else in my life.
Yes. And our audience.
Now that I'm sad, we're going to jump right into what we're wanting to talk about today. No, thank you guys for being here with us. And we are actually, this is something I've been wanting to do for a while because I love movies. Now, I wish I was on the opposite side of this, but since I'm the one who kind of comes up with a lot of like the script, and I say script, a lot of the outline and stuff that we do.
Yep.
So because of that, I don't get to participate as much into the fun festivities that you guys do. like this one in particular, we are talking about movies. In particular, badly described movies. Now, I see, things like this all the time, and I always love like watching the videos and seeing them, seeing people try to guess them. And the fun part about this whole episode is Dave is not much of a cinephile.
I know some movies.
You know
some
Star
populars.
Wars.
And some others.
Okay, well,
And Harry Potter.
Well, we're going to test that knowledge. I have a list of movies that I've come up with that I'm going to badly describe them. And we're going to see if Dave can guess them.
Probably not.
And then we'll take a couple minutes, discuss if the badly described is accurate or not, and then we'll move on to the next one.
Half of them are going to be movies I haven't seen, so
no, I
won't know how accurate they are.
I really hope not, because most of in fact, almost all of the movies, like there might be one or two that you haven't seen, but almost all of the movies are like super popular movies. And I'm talking like
that's no guarantee that I've
popular.
seen them.
So if you haven't
I've
seen
never
them,
seen The Godfather, I've never seen Scarface, and like pretty much any classic horror movie, I don't think I've seen hardly any of those.
Okay, so if it wasn't for the YouTube rights of it, then we would take the next episode and watch part of that movie.
Which one? I just
either
named?
one of them.
Yeah.
I would so be down to do that. Like, we need to have a movie night one night.
Yeah.
And watch like Scarface, The Godfather.
That would be an interesting movie mashup. Like
The Scarfather.
yes.
The Godface. Ooh, that would be. I don't know about that one.
Right.
All right. So anyway, we're gonna jump right on into this one, and I'm going to start it off. I'm going to start it off where we're probably going to get canceled. But are you ready for this?
No.
Okay, well, too bad. You're doing it anyway.
Go for it.
All right. So, movie number one. And again, all of these movies are very popular. They're very, they've been out for a while. None of them are brand new. These are all older movies. And for those watching and listening along, play along with us. Yes. If you know the title of it, then put it in the comments. So number one, in 1923, a woman rebels and learns how to read. Doing so, she awakens a grumpy old man that hates cats almost as much as he does people. Now, a group of Americans must stop him from eating everything and spreading his bedbugs all over the world.
The Mummy?
Very good. Very good. Yes. Yes, that is. And what's sad is that is essentially the movie. Like,
is that the Brendan Fraser remake? Because like that was a remake.
Yes, the Brendan Fraser remake.
I've never seen the original.
I haven't either. It's on my list.
Oh,
my list of
like 2,000 movies. Yeah.
It's up to 5,500 now.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I was way underestimating.
Yes, it's grown. And what's bad is I watch a movie. So I'll watch a movie or a TV show, and I'll finish it, and I'll go to my list, and I have like two places where this list is. So I go to my normal list and I mark it off, and then I go to my other list and I rate the movie at that point. So when I rate it, it automatically takes it off my list. But depending on how I rate it, it gives me suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually look at those suggestions and then add them
and pull
to
a couple
the list.
more of them at least.
Yeah. So it never actually drops. It just
Right.
keeps going.
It keeps growing.
Yes. But yes, it is the Brendan Fraser remake. In my opinion, it is the better of any of them.
How can you say that if you haven't seen the... I mean, I haven't seen the original either, but...
No, but compared to like the time, which I'm also a very biased Brendan Fraser fan.
Oh,
Brandon,
okay.
Wow, can't say that. Brendan
Fraser
fan. Yes. the whole Fraser that kind of messes it up.
He was George of the Jungle.
Yes, he was. Oh, we don't talk about that one.
What other movie was like something else? I don't know.
George of the Jungle, Dudley Do Right.
Oh yeah.
Furry Vengeance, which is one that not a lot of people know.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
He is a lawyer or like a senator, and he builds a house like out in the middle of the woods. Basically, they go do all of the destruction, start to build the house. Well, then all of the animals around him start to kind of like attack him to try to get him to leave the area. Yeah, it's kind of, it almost feels like a knockoff of Evan Almighty.
Oh, okay.
In a way, but
that film itself is a knockoff.
yes, it is. Yeah. But yeah,
a very funny but ridiculous knockoff.
It really is, and I actually kind of like.
I don't hate it. I liked the original better, but like I don't hate it, and I just think it's fun.
I think I actually like Evan better than Bruce.
Oh, see, Bruce Almighty had like actual character development. Evan is just like. It's a bunch of wacky stuff happens, and oh yeah, there's this corrupt senator. Who would have seen that coming?
Well, it's an extension of
Bruce Almighty.
Of right? Bruce Almighty, yeah, because Evan was the news anchor.
Yes,
and then somehow he got into politics. That part kind of confused me. But
because we had to come up with a concept for a new movie.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, but again, Bruce had some like actual character development. Evan just. Like there's a little, but it's not the same.
Yeah, and I think that's the reason why I even liked The Mummy. Going back to the original, is the character development of everything. Mm-hmm. Now, me and my brother, and I've got to get my brother on this show at some point. Almost every single conversation that he and I have, are quotes from this movie, from The Mummy. It is such a quotable movie that it just, and we'll find ways to get into it. Like we'll find ways, like we don't force it. It just comes natural sometimes with us. Like, I don't know. Some people always tend to force movie quotes.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yes, it's a very good one. I think the world could have been saved if women just didn't read. But
oh, okay. That's the takeaway from that movie.
Yes.
Right there.
Yes. Women read, that's bad.
Yes.
No. Like I said, we're gonna get canceled by the end of this
Yes.
by the end of the show. So going on to number 2. Are you ready for number 2?
Is it a number 2?
No. I don't even know where it's placed. Like, I know where it's placed, but not where it's placed. Okay, this is kind of a specific one.
Okay.
So, and you have to know this one. The badly described movie is an old man grooms a young child and teaches him that it's okay to play with his stick.
That's okay. Remember how we named film franchises that I know?
Yes.
It could apply to both of those.
But which one?
Well, since you said stick, I'm gonna go with Harry Potter. No?
No.
It's a lightsaber, it's Star Wars?
Yes.
Okay. Again, it could really apply to either one. I mean, a wand is more of a stick than a lightsaber.
Yes, but
I mean, they're literally made of wood.
That's true, but so are lightsabers.
Sometimes.
Lightsabers have wood in them. Okay, now the specific one is which one? Which Star Wars is it, though?
Okay, so
an old man grooms a young child and teaches him that it's okay to play with his stick.
That could apply to a few of them, because if you think of Yoda as an old man, that could apply to, dang it, what's the one? Empire Strikes Back. Or you could be talking about the original because of Obi-Wan. Is there an old man in... Well, I guess Palpatine's the old man in the prequel trilogy, but where's their stick? So, I'm ruling out the prequel trilogy on that. It was one of the prequels, wasn't it?
It is one of the prequels. It's The Phantom Menace. It's the only one that actually has like a young child.
I mean, Qui-Gon's not really an old man. I wouldn't think of it like he's not young, but like I wouldn't
He's
think
older than he should be to play with a child. You took that wrong, okay? The whole look on your face just said it. I told you we're making this uncomfortable.
Right.
But yes, it is the Phantom Menace. The and even then, if you go back to that one, Qui-Gon did teach Obi-Wan how to handle his sword or his lightsaber.
Yes.
So, and all technicality, the stick is right there. Yes, I know stick it's kind of I kind of did that to trip you up.
Oh, okay.
But
because it was Harry Potter. Because they're literally waving, like, there's more stick waving in Harry Potter than there is in... okay, maybe that's probably about 50-50.
Yeah. I mean, Harry Potter is just Star Wars with shorter lightsabers.
Yes.
That's exactly all it is.
Yep.
So, okay, getting into this one, though, I don't like, but I don't dislike the Phantom Menace.
I think it should have been called Dennis the Phantom Menace.
I mean, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Wilson. Oh, man.
I mean, but like Palpatine's more of an old
too.
man than Qui-Gon.
That's true, and he did teach Anakin a lot more. Now later on,
yeah.
So I mean, if you want to put it into the entire franchise, but the Phantom Menace to me, it just seemed like they could have gone an entirely different direction, or even taken the Phantom Menace and part of the second one. What's the second one?
Yeah,
Revenge of the Sith. Or Attack of the Clones.
That's the third one. Attack of the Clones is
Attack of the
middle
Clones.
one.
They could have taken the Phantom Menace and at least half of Attack of the Clones and made it into one a little bit shorter movie. And instead, it seems like they went further into more detail on things that they didn't need to.
Right. Now, it all gets expanded on in the cartoon series Clone Wars, which actually makes a lot of it make more sense.
Yes,
but
I will give you that one.
In the movie format, like, the movies are a little disjointed because they're not as well... Without that show, they're not as well connected.
I'm going to be honest with you. The Clone Wars is the only thing, in my opinion, that has come out of Star Wars that's actually good. I do like The Mandalorian some, but I think the Clone Wars was so very well written.
Well, that was pre-Disney.
That's true. That is very true. Thanks, Disney.
The thing that Disney is doing is called brand dilution.
Yes.
Which means it's no longer exciting to hear that a new Star Wars project is coming out because there's one coming out every other year.
Yes. And the fact that some of the people that are in charge of the Star Wars franchise right now have come out and claimed that they have never seen, played, or read anything Star Wars, have no intention to play, read, or watch anything Star Wars, and does not care about what the fan base says on what Star Wars franchise should be.
Now, there's some validity to that approach. I will argue that. Some. I'm not saying that's the best way to go about it, but, like, having a clean slate, like, I get it, as long as, like, you establish parameters.
Right.
Like, this is how this universe works.
But that's the...
Like, they have to know at least that much. Like, this is how things work in this universe, so we have to write within these boundaries.
But that's the thing, is a lot of them don't.
Oh, well, then
they just stick the Star Wars name on it and go about their way.
Yes.
And that's where
that
I have
is
issues.
Yeah, that's brand dilution, and that's bad.
Yeah. But yes, I think Clone Wars was by far the better. Even the animated movie was good. Like, the show was good, but the animated, like, the Clone Wars movie was good, too.
I don't think I've seen it.
I didn't know you were supposed to watch it before you watched the show.
Oh, I didn't
But I
either.
guess, like, the movie goes into a lot of detail, and then the
kinda
show
sets up the
literally
show?
picks up like
Okay.
right where the movie left off.
Oh.
So it is worth a watch. On the other hand, I'm not a big Star Wars fan.
No, not at all. Like,
No, I'm really. I mean, I like Star Wars, but I'm not like a fan of Star
Right.
Wars. I don't go out of the way to watch them all the time.
like if there's a new movie out, I'll go watch it. But
Yeah. But like some people, how they will sit down and watch all, there's 9 of them now? All 9 of them in a row.
Plus Solo and Rogue One.
True. Now Rogue One was good.
Rogue One was good.
Solo,
I've never seen Solo.
you're not missing.
I'm told I don't need to.
Yeah, you're not missing anything.
Yeah.
Like anything at all.
I wonder if Han Solo is in it.
Okay, so number 3. I need my spray bottle. We're getting a spray bottle for Dave. The only problem is I'm afraid if I spray him, electronics will get wet, and that will be a bad thing. But Dave, we have a bottle at work that I'm working on getting fixed up for him, that anytime he gives one of those really bad jokes like that again, we spray him in the face.
Yes.
So, anyway, number 3. This one, well, we'll see how you do this one. Number 3. For his birthday, a young boy is kidnapped where he's taken to learn how to steal and kill at a very young age. And it is a specific.
Okay.
That kind of gives part of it away.
That's not really Harry Potter, so it's not Harry Potter, is it?
Could be.
Because like the birthday thing, like that kind of ties it in. But what is he stealing?
Well, it depends on which one we're talking about.
Oh, that's right. It's like always his birthday when the movie starts.
That's true. That is true.
Where's he stealing? There's how many movies? Like 8?
Yes. Yeah, there's 8 of them. Well, okay, think about the clue in specific. For his birthday, a young boy is kidnapped where he learns how to steal and kill at a very young age.
Kidnapped. Okay. I don't think Harry is kidnapped, so I. Where is he kidnapped? Like, that's not a kidnapping. What? I can't remember what. Like beyond movie 3, I can't even remember how any of them start.
Okay, well, you're definitely before movie 3.
Before movie 3.
So that narrows it down.
Oh, where they steal the car? Okay, so that would be Chamber of Secrets.
No. The Sorcerer's Stone.
What stealing is going on there?
He took the stone. Quirrell wanted the stone, and he ended up taking it so nobody else would take it. The whole point of that movie was for him to get into that chamber where the Sorcerer's Stone was and take it before somebody else did.
Yes, but
just like stealing the Declaration of Independence to keep the Declaration of Independence from being stolen.
Right. The thing is, like, if Harry had
good movie,
if Harry had literally done nothing bad would have happened.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like the whole plot of the movie is kind of pointless if you think about it, because Dumbledore put that spell on the mirror, so what's his face never would have gotten it in the first place.
That's true.
So they didn't really need to go on a whole quest or anything.
That's very true. I agree with that. I didn't say the movie's valid. I just said it's just a movie.
Yes, it's just a movie.
Yes, but the whole point of him getting kidnapped was when Hagrid came in. Hagrid, rest in peace.
Yes, but
is when Hagrid came in.
He went willingly.
Did he though?
I mean, Okay, I don't know exactly how it goes in the book, but I remember in the movie the line, "Unless you'd rather stay here," of course.
I mean, okay, I not to be mean, but if you came up to me after you just kicked down my door, turned my cousin into a pig, and you came to me and be like, "Get on the bike," I'm getting on the bike. I'm not going to just stay there. Well, like, I don't care if you say, well, if you didn't want to. No, you just intimidated me to get on the bike.
I mean, he did tell him he was a wizard. That's like showing children, hey, kids, here's a lightsaber. Want to play with this? And indoctrinating, a bunch of children into. But that's a whole nother discussion.
One we've gotten into a couple times.
Check
before,
out this
actually.
really cool thing. Check out my magic. Actually, in both movie franchises, check out the magic thing.
That's right. That is very, very true. And in both instances, I think the bad guy did nothing wrong.
Voldemort did nothing wrong.
No. He simply wanted to open the eyes of the people and be accepted by those around him.
He was literally incapable of love or friendship.
Exactly. But that's because he had no nose. And everybody knows that a nose...
I mean, he originally had a nose. He lost it through some, some events.
Yes,
that he caused.
Because he tried to get people to like him.
Oh, is that the story?
That's all it is. If people would have just liked Voldemort, wow. Yeah. I can't even validate my own argument here. If people would have liked Voldemort from the beginning, absolutely none of that stuff would have happened.
I don't think that's true. I think he was seeking power regardless. I think he was liked like when he was, a teenager.
Because he manipulated people.
Well, whose fault is that?
Okay, and see, that goes to show you, because when he was a teenager, and not to sound like total weird or anything, but when he was a teenager, he was a fairly good-looking guy.
Oh, okay.
As he got older, his looks started to fade, and less people liked him.
Yes, but he started this crap back in the teenage years.
Yes.
Like way in the...
He peaked in high school, is what he
essentially,
did.
Yeah.
He peaked in high school. But see, the point, my whole point of it, and the whole point of the franchise that, could have saved us 8 movies, is the shallowness of people, because as Voldemort's looks started to fade, the people who liked him started to fade. So that just shows you how shallow people are. And it's not his fault that he tried to get people to like him. He tried to get friends, gain friends, and it ended up being to the point where he had to force people to like him. Because he was such a socially outcast, just simply because he didn't look the same as other people did.
Okay. I think it's time to let this one go.
That's my argument, and I'm sticking to it. But yes, The Sorcerer's Stone is that movie.
Yeah.
I will say, I think my favorite movie out of the whole group is 5.
What happens in that one again?
People die.
Oh, that again?
Yeah, I know, right?
It's always happening.
Right? It just seems like it just never stops. No, The Order of the Phoenix is one of my...
that one with those people that do the thing.
Now it's time to move on.
Yes.
So, anyway, all right, for those who just joined us, we are doing badly described movie titles. So far, we have gotten into The Mummy, and he actually... Surprisingly, that's the only one he's gotten right. The other 2 that I thought he was going to get right was Star Wars The Phantom Menace and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Just because I figured those would have been the ones you would have known.
Yeah, but the way you described them, let's move on.
They're good trip-ups. Okay, number 4. Are you ready?
No.
All right, good. Transported to a surreal land, a young girl unalives the first person she sees, and then teams
the
up
Wizard
with...
of Oz.
Very nice. Very good.
Yes.
Yeah. That it is the Wizard of Oz.
Is it the first? Did she actually see her before she,
well,
landed
okay.
her house on her?
Technically, she...
Like, the first person she interacts with, for sure, but I don't
True.
know if she actually... I don't know.
I mean, she could have seen her.
Yeah.
And then, actually, she did kind of see her.
Like,
because when she's going through the tornado,
watch
you
out
see
for my
her...
house!
When you do first see, or when she's in the twister, she does see the witch.
Yes.
So technically, yeah, she did kill the first person she saw.
Oh, well. Got to do that.
Yes. Now, okay, there's so much to say about the Wizard of Oz, honestly.
Yes, but neither of us are stoned enough to really...
Very true. And I don't like Pink Floyd.
You don't like Pink Floyd?
I don't like Pink Floyd. It just... It's nothing against it and nothing against the people who do like them.
I mean, I've got a turntable right there. I don't actually have a copy of that album, though.
It is very trippy. Like, it is very, very trippy. You don't even need to be on anything to see that. It's... Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you.
It's very, very trippy, and I think that's part of the thing is, like, I don't know. I don't really like the Wizard, or like Pink Floyd, but I do like the Wizard of Oz. I do think that there are parts of it. Now, reading the books versus the movie is entirely different.
Well, of course you would say that.
No.
You like reading.
I do like reading. I always thought that the older the movies are, maybe the more in tune with the book that they would be. No, it's far from that.
I mean, look at Willy Wonka as a example of that. It is not
very
the
true.
modern.
I haven't read that one yet.
The modern well, I haven't read it either, but from what I've heard, the modern remake with Johnny Depp is closer to the book than the original with Gene Wilder.
That's scary.
Yes,
to be honest with you, that is very scary. Now, I've always thought about this too. Like, what if they did a remake
of the Wizard of Oz?
Of the Wizard of Oz. Now I know that they did The Wiz with Michael Jackson, and
I watched that one time in my life.
I did too.
I don't remember much of it.
No, I don't either. And they've done like different parts, like different movies. Like, what was it? What is it? The Powerful Wizard of Oz or something like that.
I don't remember that.
With James Franco and Mila Kunis. Isn't that who that is? That 70s show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Dang it, Jackie, I can't control the weather.
Yes.
But they did something like that one, which I did not like. They've done some TV shows where they kind of have gotten into the land of Oz, but I think if they kind of... This one would be one I think they could do a pretty good remake. But I don't know who to even think about. Like,
well, then again, like, one, aren't we kind of tired of seeing remakes of everything, especially every classic?
Yes.
And two, like, why mess with it? Like, Judy Garland was, phenomenal,
right,
in that film,
and maybe that's the reason why they haven't yet.
Yeah.
Now, it's not to say
like,
they won't.
Is nothing sacred anymore?
No, of course not.
Leave a classic alone.
Yeah.
Which they're not going to do. Like the next week after we record this, we're gonna hear about a Wizard of Oz remake.
Probably so.
Starring, I don't know, Lizzo or something.
Oh, jeez. I don't know why.
Rock.
I don't know why, but when you said that, all I could think of is the Wonderful Lizard of Oz. Like, that's just the first thing that popped in my mind. Just, she ate that yellow brick road.
Yeah. I mean, The Rock is in everything too, so he's got to be in it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I don't know what role specifically, but
the Cowardly Lion.
that would work.
I really think it would be.
Actually, he would probably crush that role. Like,
yeah, I think he would too.
I bet he'd be funny.
Because it would either be that or the Tin Man, and the Tin Man's kind of spot on. They need to pick out somebody else, like maybe Cillian Murphy, to be the Tin Man. Or this. Well, no, he was Scarecrow and Batman. That'd be too weird. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway,
but that one, yeah, that would be kind of interesting to see a remake, but I don't really know about that one. So,
Michael Keaton is the Wizard.
That would actually, that could work.
That could be fun.
That could work. Yeah, I could
Bring some of that Beetlejuice energy.
That would work. All right, number, what are we on? 5, 6?
I don't know.
We're on a movie.
Yeah, one of those.
Yes. Now, this one, okay. This is a movie that no one is even allowed to talk about.
Oh, Fight Club.
Yes. Yeah, Fight Club. Now,
I've never seen it.
I haven't either, surprisingly.
Yeah, I just
but
got
everybody
the pop
knows
culture
it.
Reference.
Yeah, everybody knows it. Everybody knows Fight Club. And the bad thing about it, as much as I want to see it, I already know how it ends. Because
I think I got the spoiler too.
Yeah,
at some point.
Yeah, that goes back to what you said is nothing sacred anymore. I remember back in the day when you would almost be flogged in public if you gave a spoiler of a movie or a TV show. And now it's like the moment the movie's released, you can't even go online because people talk about it and give away everything in the movie. So it's kind of like, I don't like going to movie theaters, especially opening weekends. Because I just hate people. Well, okay, I don't hate people. I just don't like being around.
I hate people, so I get it.
I don't like being around a bunch of people.
Right.
And going to a movie theater.
Well, I go to a movie theater to enjoy, especially have you seen the price of movie tickets lately?
Yes.
So if I'm going to go to a movie theater, I want to really enjoy my experience there.
Yes.
So I don't want to be, squeezed in between a huge crowd of people.
Yes. And so because of that, we fall behind on like the lore or the of the stuff in the movie, so everything gets spoiled. And for instance, now granted, The Fight Club is nowhere near a new movie. I mean, that came out 2001?
I don't know.
Maybe something like that. And I still haven't seen it yet. It is on my list. I still haven't seen it yet, but I already know how it ends, and so it just kind of takes away some of the fun factor of it all.
By the way, Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father.
Dang it, Dave. Thanks a lot.
And Bruce Willis was dead the whole time.
Yeah, well, I don't know where I was going to go with that one. I was going to say something, but I don't even remember what I was going to say now. I just couldn't even think about anything. Yes. So yes, The Fight Club, if you've seen it, you're way ahead of me. I don't know. I've heard it's good. I also don't, and this is kind of a hot take, and I guess that's part of like what we do is we got to really hurry because of time. That is something that we are kind of doing is we're kind of just giving badly descriptive movies. Dave's trying to guess them, and then we give slight hot takes on them.
Mm-hmm.
Not really talking about the movie as much, but I don't like I don't like Brad Pitt.
Okay. I don't remember what he looks like.
That's fine.
It's a name. I remember the name, but
Yeah.
I don't know what he was actually in or where I'd recognize him
Fight
from.
Club,
I haven't
Ocean's
seen Fight
11.
Club. Haven't seen it.
World War Z,
Ugh, no.
Benjamin Button.
No, haven't seen it.
Oh man, is it? No, not Mighty Joe Young. Yeah, he's been in a bunch. He's been in a bunch. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. With Angelina Jolie.
I vaguely remember that one. I think I only saw it once.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either, but that's a lot of the movies that he's in, and I just, again, it's nothing against the guy. I just don't like his acting.
Okay,
he's the same person in every movie.
Well, so is The Rock.
That's not. That's another reason why I don't really like him. But yes, I don't really like him all that much. But
we just casted him in our Wizard of Oz remake. We're gonna have to go pitch that idea. Like, okay, we're gonna do a remake of the Wizard of Oz. Michael Keaton's gonna be the wizard, and The Rock has to be the Cowardly Lion.
We are putting copyright on this right now.
Yes,
it is our property. Technically, it is in the public domain, so we could do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
let's send off a letter to The Rock, and who else did we? Michael Keaton.
If anybody wants to give us like $5 billion to make this movie, because it's probably going to take that much to get Michael Keaton and The Rock.
we gotta like star-stud. We gotta jam-pack this thing with. We gotta get Jack Black for something. He'll be one of the Munchkins, or like the lead Munchkin.
He'd be the flying monkey. You got to get Terry Crews as Dorothy, though.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. All right, moving on to the next one. Number whatever. An eccentric billionaire is afraid of illegal immigration after they wreck his car. You're not going to get this one.
Okay.
An eccentric billionaire is afraid of illegal immigration after they wreck his car.
Illegal immigrants wrecked his car?
Yes. If you know it, leave it in the chat. Let me know.
Illegal.
I wrote this one specifically for Noah because I figured Noah would get it more than you would. But, it is a very...
I mean, I hate it when that happens, but yeah, I have no clue what this is.
It's Batman vs. Superman.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen it.
Okay. Yeah. So, Superman and General Zod are destroying Metropolis, basically.
So you meant aliens, literally?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And they didn't come here. Superman, yes. Specifically Superman versus Batman. Or Batman versus Superman, however it goes. But yes, Superman technically is an illegal alien because nobody knew he was there. They're destroying Metropolis in their fight, and Bruce Wayne has a very, very product-placed Land Rover that he's driving through there. And he ends up parking in a certain spot to try to save someone, and a building crashes down on top of his car. And after that, he vows to destroy Superman.
Doesn't he just have insurance? Like, he's Bruce Wayne.
Apparently, that car cost more than Superman's life.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what started the whole event.
Like, if I'm Batman, I'm going to have everything insured. Like,
I would think so.
Although, how do you file an insurance claim on the Batmobile? Like call up State Farm, like, yes, my super one-of-a-kind supercar with a nuclear engine is it got sideswiped. I need to take it in the shop.
Can you tell us what broke on it? The turbo thruster. Yes, that would be... Okay, now I'm trying to think of how that would even work. You have completely sidetracked my mentality. All I can think of is Alfred making that phone call. Not even Bruce. It would be Alfred trying to make that phone call.
So,
but yes, David did get it right. Not you, the other one. That it is Superman.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. I do like Batman vs. Superman. Okay, a lot of people don't like it. I thought it was really good. I'm not a big fan of...
Generate an AI picture of Batman sitting in the DMV.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Okay, that's got to be
maybe
what you
later.
do.
Maybe later.
That you got to do that.
All right, I'll look into that later.
Yep. We'll post it on our Facebook page once he gets it.
We have a Facebook page?
We do have a Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We technically have two of them. One of them's about to go down because it's for our old page, our old show.
Yeah.
But I never could actually get it off, like get it to disappear.
Oh, okay.
So it's just kind of sitting there. But I think I figured out how to do that. So
anyway.
But yes, check out our Facebook page. All right, next one. Moving on as quickly as possible. A grumpy emo chick ponders whether to kiss a corpse or a dog.
That's got to be something Tim Burton.
It is not.
What?
It is not Tim Burton.
I'll
read it again. A grumpy emo chick ponders whether to kiss a corpse or a dog. And I'll give you a spoiler, she does both.
Are you sure that has nothing to do with... That sounds like a Tim Burton movie.
It sounds like a Tim Burton movie, but it is not a Tim Burton movie.
It's not a Tim Burton movie. Well, then I'm out of ideas.
It is actually a franchise.
A franchise?
Yes.
Hmm.
You want me to give you a little more?
Yeah, if you got another clue.
I don't have any more clue, but I'll give you some hints.
Oh.
One of the main characters plays Batman.
Okay.
And he also dies in Harry Potter.
Oh, frickin'... Are you referencing Twilight?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Robert Pattinson.
Yes,
Oh
Robert
my God.
Pattinson. Yes. Twilight.
See, I have never seen any of the Twilight movies, so I wouldn't have gotten that. Okay, so when you said dog, you meant werewolf.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Well, I can't just come out and say werewolf, because then it really gives it away for people.
Well, I mean, you said... Okay, yeah, because you said corpse instead of vampire.
Yes.
So.
Yes. These aren't badly obvious movie
Right.
quotes. These are these are badly described, okay?
Yes.
So,
But again, I've never seen Twilight, so...
I would honestly...
The way you described it really sounds like a Tim Burton movie.
It kind of does. It kind of does.
Tim Burton, get on it.
Oh, jeez. A Tim Burton Twilight? I mean, it's bad enough they glitter in the sunlight.
Actually,
now
Tim Burton's take on the franchise might make it better.
That could be. That actually... Okay. All right, we know what
All
the
right,
next one
Tim
we're
Burton,
doing.
get on it.
So, all right, moving on to the next one. I don't know if you'll know this one either. An older sister ruins her younger sister's chance to be a television star. I would say I really hope you've seen this movie, but I know you probably haven't.
That sounds like a 90s sitcom setup.
But it's not.
Oh, okay.
An older sister ruins her younger sister's chance to be a television star.
Yeah, I give up.
It's one of my favorites, though. It's The Hunger Games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I also haven't seen.
Yeah,
so.
you really need to get on this. I need to make you a list of movies just to watch, just so you can catch up.
I understand it now. I get why that describes it.
Yes.
But yeah, I haven't seen it.
Honestly, it was a very well placed movie. It was a very, very well done franchise. The newest one is really, really good. They made they're on 5 now. They made a 5th one. That is actually like a prequel to it all, which they did a really, really good job on. It's called The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
If you say so.
I do say so, because Hollywood said so. So it's actually a really good movie. It is worth a watch. So moving on. We're going to kind of rush through these a little bit. But again, those that are playing along with us, if you know this before Dave does, then you get 5 points to your Hogwarts house.
Yes. We're not going to Led Zeppelin through these?
Moving on. A drug-addicted girl takes advantage of a mentally challenged guy for 30 years.
Forrest Gump.
Yes.
And that's a very bad description. She's not evil.
I didn't say she was evil.
The taking advantage part kind of implies that she's a bad person.
Okay, do we need to take the rest of the time to talk about this? Because she falls in love with him, then she runs off, then she comes back, and he's like, oh, I'm in love again, and then she runs off, and then right about the time that she's about ready to die, she comes back and wants to live out the last bit of her life with him, and then, oh, surprise, here's your kid.
Yes.
That's not taking advantage of somebody?
Okay, we don't have the time to go through this. There's a lot more to that you glossed over.
Okay, then one of the next episodes where it's just you and me, we were talking about
Forrest Gump, like the whole way through.
We were talking Forrest Gump the whole way. A really good movie. I really hope and pray they do not.
Oh God!
Do
can you imagine a remake, or even a prequel or a sequel? Actually, I think a sequel was written.
A sequel was written, and it had something to do with 9/11. And
like all good movies.
Yes. The writers, after they wrote the script, the director thought it was in very, not bad taste or poor taste, but it was like poor timing.
Yeah.
So they were going to put it off until kind of like tensions were down.
Uh-huh.
And then they never got back to it.
Okay.
So that is the whole Forrest Gump sequel thing. All right, moving on.
I hope there's never a remake to that.
I really hope there isn't. Nobody could do it like Tom Hanks, though.
No.
Honestly, I don't think anybody else but Tom Hanks could do it. Maybe Nicolas Cage. But life is like a box of chocolates. Anyway. Yes, that's my Nicolas Cage impression. Moving on. Next one. A young girl with mental illness.
Okay, starting off strong.
Getting on a good one here. A young girl with mental illness talks to furniture and marries her kidnappers. Her kidnapper. Sorry, not kidnappers. I got a notification and it completely screwed up what I was reading.
That's not Beauty and the Beast.
It is Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, come on. How is she mentally ill?
She's talking to furniture.
I mean, it talks to her first.
People think she's crazy because she reads. See, another proof on why women shouldn't read.
Yes.
We've already done this twice.
Literacy be damned.
Yes. Yeah. Women start reading and bad things happen.
Okay.
We've already proven that point.
Yes. She is not mentally ill. Which I get it. It's a bad description.
Yes.
I definitely agree that that's a bad description.
It's a very bad description.
But when you threw in the talking furniture, I'm like, ugh.
Yes.
Especially, it is not Stockholm Syndrome. It is Florence Nightingale.
Yes. Yeah,
But again,
I
we don't have the time to
agree
go
with
through
that.
all that.
Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney movie. The original. I don't really care. Well, I like the remake, but
the remake's okay, especially compared to the other remakes.
Yes.
Like that's kind of the scale you have to judge them by. Like that and Aladdin were my favorite of the remakes.
Yes.
The others, Lion King especially, that one just sucked.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Did I see any of the others?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Cinderella wasn't all that good. Alice in Wonderland was decent. I thought the Alice in Wonderland remake was good. But all right, moving on. And our other David might know this one if he's paying attention. So, this is an entire franchise.
Okay,
it's not just one specific movie.
Just name the franchise.
Yes. Battle, walking, talking trees, battle walking, walking battles, throw crap into a volcano.
Lord of the Rings.
Yes, very, very good.
Which I haven't seen.
Oh my gosh, Dave, you're killing me here.
I still guessed it.
You did guess it. The Lord of the Rings is such a great. Oh man, it's such a great trilogy. The Hobbit sucks, but Lord of the Rings is so amazing. All right, moving on. We've got actually we have like no time.
Yeah, we're at like -4 minutes here.
All right, I will give you one last one.
One more, okay.
Yep. A thief and a man dressed in blue catfishes a rich girl and then proceeds to destroy the dreams of an old man that was just trying to make a name for himself.
Oh, that's Aladdin.
It is very much Aladdin.
I just mentioned it.
I know. That's the reason why I did it.
Oh, okay.
I skipped like the rest of the list just for that one.
I mean, Genie's not dressed in blue. He just is blue, unless we're talking about the remake.
He has blue pants.
Okay, fine.
And at some point, he does have a blue shirt on and a blue goofy hat.
Yes, of course.
Yes. So.
All right, fine.
All right.
I'll concede that one.
Yes. I'm all for
now. I'm hearing the Hall & Oates song "Rich Girl" in my head. Like,
I'm all for the misunderstanding that Jafar was literally just trying to make a name for himself.
Oh, is that what that was?
That's exactly what that was. He was trying to be the best consultant.
He wanted to be the very best, like no one ever was.
I just see him now. I just see him now just grabbing Iago out of his pocket and throwing him. I choose you, Iago, go. Oh, man. Yes. All right. I had to skip multiple others. We have many, many other ones to do, but we are out of time. Wow, this one night went by really quick.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as uncomfortable. We actually did something decent this time.
What did you say?
Terrible language involved. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think I know which one that one is.
Yeah. I'm not familiar.
That is something that I want to see. There is a show. There is a play that has gone on for a while, and it's like a take on Aladdin. And the genie is absolutely phenomenal. Like, he is just hilarious.
Okay.
But he does, like, he kind of gets out there with some of his language.
Okay.
But yes, we will carry this on another time because we do have many more that
I'm
did
sure.
not get to get into. And then Dave has to really catch up on his movies.
Apparently.
Yeah. The fact that you haven't seen almost any of them on the list. And the ones you have seen, you didn't even get right.
Right.
So it's like the whole Green Day thing all over again.
Yeah, at least I knew what Basket Case was.
Okay, for those at home that have not seen it, go back and watch our last episode, and you will get the reference.
Yes, that was a great one.
It was the best part of the whole show. Yeah. Poor Noah swears up and down that he knows something, and then proceeds to get it completely wrong.
Yes.
On what he knew.
Yeah, he choked.
Yes. So, but this has been fun. Now, 2 weeks from now, we are back on the 2-week schedule.
We hope.
We hope. God forbid something bad happens and we have to cancel again or postpone it. We will be back on the 2-week schedule. So not this coming Monday, but the next Monday. The audio version of this will release on Thursday.
Probably.
At some point in time on
some point in time. It
We
will technically be Thursday somewhere.
Yes, that's true. We have not forgotten about this show. I know we kind of seem like things have kind of fallen.
Life happens.
Yes, it's been a very
We all
busy,
have jobs. We all, yeah.
And in our line of work, we're just now getting to that slow point of our season of work. So we will be able to focus a little bit more on the show, but yeah.
Very little.
Thank you guys so much for that have stuck with us so far and have put up with us. It is always chaotic on Observed Chaos.
Yes, no kidding.
But again, we are out of time, so I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page, our Instagram page. Instagram is just like our Facebook page, and our TikTok page, which is just about the same on both of those too. But your support really helps us. Don't forget to tell others about it. Hit the like, subscribe button on our page here, and go back and watch our other videos. And again, thank you so much for watching with us. I'm John.
I'm Dave.
Have a great night, everybody.
And that's Dolly down there.
Yes, that's Dolly. Say hi, Dolly. Yeah, she says hi. All right.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.